welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to replace this old utility sink into something new, like this. You can't even see it very well, can ya? So like most of you, I got a really old utility sink where we pretty much wash paintbrushes, where the washer dryer discharges, pretty much where you put all of your gross gray water. Well, we definitely got our use out of ours. The sink's starting to leak, and the bucket became pretty darn gross. So since we're doing our laundry room remodel, we're going to go ahead and put a nice, fresher one in. This is actually a Home Depot find. It's a utility sink with a cabinet storage space underneath, and it actually comes with a stainless steel tub, much nicer than just the plastic ones here. And also it comes with a very nice faucet too. This is a pretty good find just because it is only about 50 bucks more than the regular utility sink that you would have here. So we're pretty excited to install this thing, get rid of this old one, and this is how I do it. So generally when you're replacing one of these, the first thing you want to do is take the old one out. Unfortunately, due to my plumbing, I don't have a stop. So for me to redo the plumbing, I'm going to have to turn off the water to the entire house. I don't want to do that for very long, so I'm going to go ahead and set up all my plumbing and make sure when I do turn the water off, I can just hook it up and be done as soon as possible. You can also see here that I have faucets at the end of my plumbing. These are feeds to my washer, so I'm also going to be replacing these just because these old faucets are pretty old, so might as well just replace it if I'm gutting all this out too. Just for reference, this is my cold water up here. You can see it going up into the sink and into the washer. Hot water right here, and then this one is just for a little faucet on the side of the tub. I'm actually just going to get rid of that. I don't really use it or need it, so I'm going to be capping this one. So I'm going to do the majority of my plumbing just out here where I actually have some room, opposed to sitting back there where I don't have much room on my hands and knees. It's just a lot easier when you got a lot of space. So here's what I'm going to be doing outside of here is I'm going to go ahead, put this coupler on the end, cut a piece. That'll go to a T, and that'll come out to our little valve that will hook up to the sink. And then I'm going to cut another piece down here and then just go ahead and put this hose on for the washer dryer. I went ahead and just bought a Shark Bite. These are the same price as a Sweat-On one. So I figured I'd try the Shark Bite. I haven't used these before, so I'm kind of curious on them. Hopefully they work well. So I'm going to go ahead and put these all together. I'm not going to bore you with it. If you are curious at all on how to solder joints and stuff like this, I do have a video that I made about this. I'll put it in the description below. So if you are curious on how to do this, what kind of materials you need to solder these all together, video right down there will get you through that. Alright, let's get to soldering. Okay guys, so I got all of my plumbing done. I got my two pieces that I'm going to connect right here. And I found that cap that I'm going to cap that little faucet with. So I'm about ready to turn the water off, but I got to undo the drain so that I can get this tub out of here. Problem with that is that this is super old. I've been trying really hard to get it apart and I just can't. So the plan is to actually just come back here and cut it off. Then later on I'll have to just grab a Fernco or something I can use to repair this so that it'll get back into our new drain. That was easy. So I'm just pretty much draining the lines right here. Pretty much all the water in the house. I'm in the basement, so this is like one of the lowest points. All the water in the house. It's going to end up coming through here. So this might take a little bit to actually eventually drain out. But got it draining. There's no pressure on it, as you can see. It's just draining. Alright, these are still dripping out a little bit, but we'll open it up and see what's going on anyways. So I'm going to cut this one right about here. Hello! This is taking forever. Oh, Jesus! I cut this. Got him! Alright guys, now that we got our plumbing and our drain disconnected, now we can finally take this tub out. Okay, the only thing I see so far are these bolts on the side right here. We're going to go ahead and disconnect those. Woo! Got it. Okay, I finally got this old utility sink out of here, and I'm about to connect our new water right up to it. But our existing lines have been painted, so we're going to try really hard to get all of this off. That way we get a solid joint. When we get the water back on, hopefully we don't have any leaks. There's always a leak. I know there's a tool that's used for copper piping that it just slides on a drill and it slides on the outside and rotates and cleans this all up. I should have invested the few dollars in one. Which is working pretty good. Okay, so I think I'm in a pretty good place. You can kind of see how I cleaned off these copper pipes. Before this, like this cap here wouldn't even fit on it, but now that they're all cleaned up, fits on it pretty good. I'm going to start with the cap, because that should be the easiest one. You know, on that last one, I actually kind of burnt my fingers, so I'm going to have to use something cold to cool them down. Oh, yeah. This helps a lot. Let me just, Yep, this is helping. Finger coolers. Recommend. Alright, last one. Let's get her done. Really just procrastinating today. Hello! What if it said something back? That'd be crazy. Alright. Same thing again. Gotta light this thing up. Burn my fingers. Ooh, ow. Burnt my fingers again. Ah, much better. Alright guys, here's my new plumbing. Got my connections. Oh man, it's still hot. Oh my god. Got this thing capped. Maybe I'll use this for, I don't know, future me. Got my 2 valves for the utility sink and then washer dryer. Or should I say just washer. You don't need water for dryer. But I'm going to go ahead and turn the water back on. I guess we'll see if we have a leak. Got the water on. Oh, stupid. But that's a good thing, because that means that there's pressure on these lines, and there ain't nothing leaking. Okay, my plumbing's all done, and isn't it just beautiful? Oh no, my camera. Alright, so for the sink, before we set it, we want to go ahead and put some adhesive on the top right here. Now we're going to go grab our sink. Here we go. Okay, so now we're going to hook up the sink and the drain. Grab this thing. All we got to do is try and shove this all in here. And the drain is just this top piece, and I'll meet you underneath. Hello, and welcome to underneath my utility sink. So we're going to hook this up first. We got to have a clamp for the water. This just screws onto the bottom to make it nice and tight. Oh my god, I put it on the wrong way. Now, these are my 2 water lines. I will hook it up to hot and cold. But this cord is what adjusts this. So, we're going to hook this up. And then we have a weight that we need to put on right here. So that way there's constant tension pulling this down because of this weight, which is causing this to go back up. Perfect. Now the fun drain. If I can get it lined up. This is going to make sure that the drain is tight and completely waterproof. Make sure it's nice and tight. And before anyone says anything, up on top there is it's called like a sponge gasket up top, actually in the tub, to make sure it doesn't leak up there either. There. Then you gotta get one of these tubes with a little flange on top. That'll fit on this bad boy. And on top. There we go. So as you can see, here's the inside of my utility cabinet now. Here are my 2 water lines I gotta hook up. Here are my washer and dryer. Seeing it all fit together now, yeah, maybe I should have extended these outside of the utility sink, but it's nice to have all the valves in one spot. But what I do need to do is still hook up this and my drain way over on this side. So unfortunately that means I'm going to have to drill a hole on the side of this, run my plumbing in there, out here, and then to my sink. It's a little inconvenient. It's not the best look either, but it's what I got, so we're going to drill that hole. And there we go. I got all my plumbing installed. I didn't set a trap in here because this pipe runs out right into a trap, so I didn't need one right here, but I got it all set up here. I did have to add a 45 here just because the pipe that it's running into is copper and I wasn't able to bend it a certain way, but that works. It's draining. I got my water lines hooked up and then my laundry over here too. The faucet's all put together. Got our hot water right here, cold water right here. Got a nice little spray action. And then also you can flip it to just the regular water. Water is draining nicely and no leaks. So guys, here's my video on the utility faucet. Man, you can already see how much better it looks. One more thing I would add is that if you can secure this to the wall, go ahead and do that. Because of my copper pipes in the back, unfortunately I'm not able to connect that to the wall. But I got it secured so it's not going to move anywhere, and man, it looks great. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.